Hey, Mr. Doug, are you ready for the farm show? Sounds good. Please hold.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. Kind of a mild night overnight after, once again, an above normal temperature pattern yesterday. We did see a few stars out there last night, but for the most part, it was cloudy. Not too much in the way of precipitation, but that is going to be changing, not only here, but also all across the lower peninsula. It does appear as though where they have been getting snow, they'll continue to get more snow as we go through the next couple of days before we have a warm up again. Matthew, right now on the thermometer, what do we have?
Currently, over at the airport, it's cloudy at 32. Over in Midland, it's cloudy at 33. Here at Radio Center, it's cloudy at 32. We have west to northwest winds at 6 miles per hour, gusting up to 10 miles per hour. And our pressure's at 29.74, and it's rising.
We've already hit our high temperature for the day. That was right after midnight, the mid 30s. We're going to be dropping that temperature as we go through the remainder of the day. We're owing it all to a low pressure system, which is currently over New York State. It'll be moving into New England. And then another low pressure system, which formed yesterday along the front that went through the state. That one is situated over Virginia. So the two of them working together is what's going to be pushing some cooler temperatures our way, and also a pretty good chance of lake effect snows. The other thing is a high pressure system, which is going to be moving into the Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota area over the next 24 hours. That is not only going to bring us some gusty winds along with it, but also some very cold, some of the coldest air of the season. We alluded to it yesterday when we were talking about a high temperature tomorrow in Ironwood is projected to be 3 below zero. And I'm not talking lake effect, I'm talking actual on the thermometer. But lake effect type activity, wind chill type activity, tomorrow morning, Ironwood will have a feels like temperature of 31 below zero. Minneapolis, St. Paul will be at 19 below zero. Looking at Traverse City, probably right around 8 below. Chicago area, about 6 below zero. Here in the Great Lakes Bay area, we will drop down. And again, this is the wind chill, right around 11 below zero tomorrow morning. The reason for that, obviously, the cold air, 12 degrees is our projected low temperature for the night. But the other factor that's going to be weighing very heavily as we go into the later afternoon tonight and then tomorrow morning is the west winds gusting to better than 35 miles per hour. So couple that with whatever snow shower activity is mixed in with the system and the lake effect. We are going to be looking at snow depths more than likely over the next 12 to 24 hours in the lake effect areas, upwards of a foot of snow. For us in the Great Lakes Bay area, not so much the case. We'll have some flurries. We might have a squall here and there that will cover the ground. But other than that, the only obstacle that we're going to have to face is going to be the wind speeds, and along with that is going to be the blowing of whatever snow there is across the roadways and sidewalks. So that is going to make for some slick roads. So plan on giving yourself a little bit more time, especially later this afternoon, a lot more time tomorrow morning. If you do have to go anywhere early tomorrow morning, be advised that road crews will be out salting, but still the temperatures are going to be so cold. We're only going to get up to 19 for a high tomorrow, and then tomorrow night we're dropped down to 8. So you have to factor in the ability of the salt to work, and maybe in some cases they're a little more creative with what they're going to be putting on the roadways because of colder temperatures and salt not really working all that well. But we'll just have to see how everything shakes out. It is going to be very cold, and salt will not be working the way it should work especially late tonight and during the day tomorrow. Now, Friday, we're going to have sun. It will help as far as our temperatures go, but we're still going to be below normal. 24 is what we're going to be looking at for a high. We should be at 36 for this time. 24 is what the average low should be this time of the year. And that's going to be our projected high for Friday, looking for a low of 19 on Friday night. But again, it's going to feel a little bit better because we're not going to have a wind to contend with. Southwest becoming southeast at under 5 miles per hour on Friday. And then the clouds will be on the increase late Friday night, more than likely after midnight, and moving into the weekend, especially Saturday. We are going to be looking at a chance of not only clouds, but rain and snow mix. Our high temperature on Saturday should be 37, 38 degrees, which would dictate that it's going to be liquid precipitation. But a low pressure system will be situated over northern Missouri on Friday night and Saturday morning. The projected pathway of that low right now is going to take it to the west of the Great Lakes Bay area, which means the warm side of it. So that's why the temperatures are going to be in that upper 30-degree range. And then Sunday will be in the 44, 45-degree range, mostly cloudy skies, not looking for any precipitation on Sunday. 39 for a low on Sunday night, but then the rain shower activity will move in as we go through the afternoon hours on Monday. Mid 40s for a high on Monday, low 30s at night. And then on Tuesday, no precipitation, but upper 30s as far as a high goes. What does all this mean? Well, through the 24th of the month, we're looking for our temperatures on average to be above normal for this time of the year. Precipitation pattern is going to even out a little bit, average, if not a little bit below normal, as we take a look, especially at the second half of the projected 10 to 14 day period. Record high in the state is 60 degrees, set in 1949 and tied in 2023. The record low, 3 below zero, set in 1977. Needless to say, the coldest ever, 11th of December, was in 1977. 13 was our high, 3 below zero was the low. The warmest ever, 1979, 58 was our high, 44 was our low. And back in 2016 on this date, we had just under 8 inches of snow in a 24-hour period. So that, in a nutshell, is what the weather is all about. That's what we're looking forward to for the next few days. A little bit more winter and then a little bit more late winter and early spring. That's what it looks like. More on the weather. Standing by, Matthew, who do we have?
Up next, we have Cody Harris from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
Before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Michigan's Truck Spring of Saginaw, your complete parts and service headquarters for light, medium, heavy-duty trucks, trailers, as well as buses and recreational vehicles. Quality parts and service at very competitive prices for well over 45 years. 800-358-4751 or buy online at truckspring.com. And don't forget, they are open weekdays until 11 p.m. We say good morning to Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Cody, government report came out yesterday. Were there any surprises?
Yeah, there was definitely some surprises here, guys. So, and that actually has the markets up here again today. So, after the report came out yesterday, we saw kind of a sharp rise, kind of across the board, corn, soybeans, and wheat. And this morning, we're kind of seeing the same thing. So, most of that's definitely been drove off of kind of the phenomenal export sales for U.S. corn and soybean oil, which basically forced the USDA to crank up its 2024-25 export outlooks, and we're definitely seeing the benefits of that here this morning.
I understand that we have been selling a lot of corn. Someone was telling me the other day that the boats are really rolling out of the Great Lakes right now because obviously they're afraid that the cold weather that we have been getting, there's got to be more coming. So the boats won't be able to make the trek a whole heck of a lot longer.
Oh, yeah. So, and that's basically what the report yesterday was indicating. I think we saw U.S. ending stocks for corn basically projected at 1.7 billion bushels, which is down 1% from last year. And I guess if we kind of turn back the page, I think in February we were expecting corn stocks to actually be up 17%. So, see it being down 1% from last year. That demand is definitely driving and definitely been keeping this corn market afloat. And we're definitely seeing kind of some highs across the board too, as far as corn's concerned. I know we're looking at probably 5-6 month highs, looking at the corn market here today, and that's definitely just because of that high demand. And we got U.S. corn carryout. I think it was well below estimates yesterday, basically, like you said, driven by I think it was a 6% increase or surge in exports to 2.4 billion bushels, what the report showed. So, and that's the second largest volume on record, behind I believe 2020 and 2021. But that year was definitely boasted by China, and we haven't seen any China buying any U.S. corn this year yet. So definitely seeing a strong demand side for corn as far as U.S. is concerned.
That's very interesting. So your thought is that maybe some of these numbers that we're seeing are not China driven?
That's correct. Yeah, most of it's definitely been driven by Mexico. Mexico front end loaded majority of their corn purchases and really driving our demand. Like I said, we haven't seen China buy any of U.S. corn for this year, that 2024-25 crop, which the marketing year began set first. So there is potential that you could see China actually step in and really come and buy, but with our prices kind of increasing over the last couple months or so, kind of taking us maybe out of that conversation, especially because the eyes are definitely going to be on South America corn, but definitely still some expectations or maybe potential that China could step in and buy some. But without them, we're definitely showing a strong export program driven by Mexico at the moment.
And again, we take a look at South America. We're taking a look at all these glowing reports, and I understand, isn't there going to be one report on South America coming out here in the next day or so?
Yeah, tomorrow we're getting the CONAB report, which is basically Brazil's version of the USDA. They're coming out with their corn production estimates tomorrow. So everyone's definitely going to be switching. That's why I think you're seeing corn's up the lowest amount here today. I think it's because traders are maybe kind of focusing on that now, going from our report yesterday and focusing on that CONAB report tomorrow. Will definitely kind of maybe indicate where this market will go in the future. So I think I was looking at this morning, CONAB actually reported the first season corn crop down there is about 72% planted. So that beneficial weather that we have may be indicated on this report that we see tomorrow. But so we got a couple reports here that could be driving the market.
Right now on the board, what do you have?
Right now we got cash wheat. That's up 5 at the moment. 547 on the white, 472 on the red. Looking at new crop 2025 wheat, that's up 6, 583 on the white, 498 on the red. And then looking over here at cash and new crop corns, up a penny at the moment at 380. And then cash and new crop soybeans are up 4 at 919.
You have a great day, Cody.
You as well. Thank you, guys.
You bet. Talk to you later. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Over to Doug Klein from Oppenheimer we go. Market Report brought to you by Thumb Bank and Trust. They help you stay to date on industry trends and the trends of your operation when you work with Thumb Bank and Trust. They've got locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust, equal opportunity lender and member FDIC. And by Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. Looking for a new Ram professional truck or a Ram heavy duty truck? And you want to buy with confidence from a business link dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is? Well, now's the time to go to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. Doug Klein, good morning.
Well, good morning.
How we looking?
Inflation numbers came out at 2.7 year over year. That was the expectation. So interest rate cut is in the bag, I guess, so to speak. Guess we've been thinking that 95% chance that we're going to get the interest rate cut next week for 0.25%. Don't know, next year what we're looking at, but that's what they're saying. So the usual suspects, anyway, on the stock market, the Magnificent Seven, not all of them, but most of them hit new highs. Tesla hit a new high. As far as lows go, Dow Chemical hit a new low. Who else? The bulk shipping, that's kind of in the tank. Coals, they're kind of setting towards a new low. Macy's admitted that the $150 million they hid in shipping expenses was somebody else's fault, but anyway, they admitted to it. So that's kind of in the tank. Natural gas getting a little pop, almost 4% today, but not a big deal. They're still pretty cheap. The dollar's going up a little bit today, 106.62. Not crisis level yet, but still fairly high. And so all the commodities, they're higher today. So here's your numbers. March corn, 450.5, up 1.5 cents. September corn, 439 3/4, up 1 3/4. March soybeans, 10.05 3/4, up 5.5. September soybeans, 10.12 1/4, up 4 3/4. March wheat is 568, up 6 1/4. September wheat is 596, also up 6 1/4. The crude oil a little bit higher today, 69.71, up $1.12. Heating oil is 221.67, up 3 cents. Gasoline 197.20, up 1.5 cents. And natural gas 278.5, that's up 10.5 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.4126 Canadian, that's down 52 ticks. And I saw yesterday, I think they mentioned a 4-year high on the dollar against the Canadian dollar, so 4-year low on the Canadian dollar. So that should boost their economy, you would think, as far as exports go. Over to the yen, the dollar buys 152.32 yen. That's up another 36 ticks. The euro's at 105.06, down 20 ticks. Dollar's at 106.60, up 20 ticks. Gold's at 27.28.80, up 31.20. Silver's 32.20, down 15.5 cents. Platinum is 9.52.80, up $3.70. Copper's at 426.5. That's down a half of a penny.
All right. You have a good one.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, you too.
Stay warm. Get the Snuggies out for tomorrow, okay? Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Rummel Agency. Hey, they want to get to know you face to face, because now is the time for you to be taking a look at your farm when it comes to income, when it comes to expenses, and when it comes to making sure that everything is secure. They do want to get to know you one-on-one so they can help you get the right farm insurance protection for you and your family. See them today. Give them a call. The Rummel Agency, Frankenmuth, Saginaw, and Carroll. Coming up, Matthew, who do we have?
Up next, we have Jerry Samolsky from the Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville, and we also have Ed Benker with Nutrient Ag.
But first, this.
2024 is winding down. Most people have a lot on their plates. Christmas parties, shopping, traveling to be with family. How about you? Do you have a little time to car or truck shop? Well, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Ambassador, and I'm here to tell you, if you can find the time, you'll be glad you did. At Cook Chevrolet, you'll still find the absolute best offers on crew cab 4-wheel drive Silverado pickups in years, starting at $199 a month. How long can we expect lease payments to stay this low? Will they stay this low next year? $199 a month? Are you willing to take the risk? And for all you SUV fans, 2025 Blazers are still only $334 and Equinoxes as low as $301. I'm begging you, check out Chevy payments today and spend some of the money you save to finish your Christmas shopping. Cook Chevrolet, M15, top of the hill Ambassador.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease. 10,000 miles per year, 2,000 cash down plus tax. Call or visit us on the web at cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
As a farmer, you do it all, and so should your technology.
Hit the field and go with Ag Leader's new In Command Go displays. Experienced unparalleled visibility and control with the information you need right at your fingertips. The all-in-one screen view enables you to easily monitor everything at once without losing sight of your map, so you can make informed decisions on the go. What are you waiting for? Get going with Ag Leader. Contact PC Ag Solutions, your local Ag Leader dealer, for more details. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor, new parts for old tractors. Yeah, they make it easy. 800-234-3280. Give them a call or go online at steinertractor.com. Jerry Samalski, good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well, Terry. Hey, question. We going to have a good winter with good freezing temperatures for most of the winter?
No. Took care of that, didn't I?
Well, there we go. Well, hey, I had a question about doing ice rinks on grass, and can you do that? Will that kill the grass? And we've got a neighbor here at the nursery who does an ice rink every year, and it has no impact whatsoever on the grass. He puts down a piece of white plastic, and the key is white, not black, because you want those sun's rays to not be attracted, if anything, less attracted. And so he creates his ice rink, and it has no impact on the turf whatsoever. So if anybody's thinking that they might want to do that, and if you're thinking that, well, we're going to have cold enough weather to support ice all winter, which apparently you don't think so, Terry.
I got a vision from your dad. Let's just put it that way, because if anybody knew anything about ice skating, your dad did.
That's pretty much true. Yep. So it doesn't harm your turf at all to put a piece of plastic over it and have a nice rink. So what in the spring though, I would suggest if you decide to do that, when you've given up and it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that you won't be skating anymore, get rid of the water, pick up the plastic, and let Mother Nature take its course.
All right, Jerry, tomorrow we'll talk again, okay?
We'll go do some more skating tomorrow, Terry.
There we go. Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Ed Benkert with Nutrien joining us right now. And Ed, did you hear my conversation with Jerry?
Yeah, I think we do need some colder weather, Terry. It sounds like the next couple of days we're going to get it, but then warming up again. But it would be nice to get this ground froze out a little bit so we can bust up that compaction.
It's been a while. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It seems like we get cold and then, 2-3 days later it warms up and we're back to 30, 40 degree weather. But I'm a snowmobiler. I like snow. So hopefully you can get us some white stuff here.
Well, and I like fewer insects, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. The grub damage, I'm more on the corn soybean side, but there's been a ton of grub damage done this fall on lawns. It seems to be a popular subject right now. And going into next spring, making sure we're rotating and limiting, what damage the insects can do based on rotation, we can help that quite a bit.
Yeah. And right now is a good time to be contacting you guys because you've got some year-end stuff going, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have got awesome prepaid discounts, for crop protection products. We're obviously trying to finalize seed orders as we speak, whether you want to prepay cash or use Nutrien Financial to grab those discounts. It's a great time to do it in a week or two, and guys have been done now for a while. So our team's been busy the last probably 10 days, really finalizing a lot of orders. My phone's been pretty busy.
Great. Ed Benkert, thank you so much. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Terry. Have a great day.
You bet. You too. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Krizak's House Family Restaurant. Got to supply the food for an event, or you just want to flat out dine out, reserve a table. 989-894-5531. That number will take care of things for you. Krizak's House, corner of Cass and Michigan on Bay City's south side. Chuck Zervinsky with Maple Hill Nursery joining me right now. And Chuck, let's talk a little bit about outdoor furniture.
Yeah, we've got our 12 days before Christmas savings going on right now, and each day for this Monday through Saturday and next week the same, we're going to have a different item on sale. So stop in for some great deals on things. Today happens to be 25% off of metal garden art, whether it be spinners or wall art or garden stakes. Those are all on sale. Yesterday we had $50 off benches, polywood benches, and the day before that we had $40 off polywood Adirondack chairs. So each day there'll be something different featured.
So all we got to do is give you a call and we can find out what products are featured.
That, or check our Facebook page, and you can give us a call here at the store at 989-835-4708. And of course, visit our Facebook page each morning about 9 o'clock, and we'll have our special of the day posted.
Good suggestion. Chuck, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
Yeah, and we'll talk to you Friday.
Talk to you Friday. We'll be right back.
It happens after every commercial building gets built.
That looks great, boys. Wow, what a change. The owners are going to be thrilled.
Even after cleaning out the garage or shed. That leftover scrap metal can be a burden, but it doesn't have to be, and it can make you some cash. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal is a metal recycling company that'll pay you cash and recycle your metal for the future. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal also makes it easy. We can provide containers for industrial manufacturing facilities and small specialty shops for moving and storing scrap metals. Looking to scrap a vehicle? We got you. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal in Saginaw, just north of the Dow Event Center. Also located in West Branch, 1 mile off I-75 and M76. Schedule a car pickup or check metal prices now at rifkin-co.com. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal, recycling today for tomorrow.
Friday, bonus pricing has been extended at Rifkin Steel.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's locations in Auburn Hills, Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Time is running out. It might be a great idea to get a hold of Freeland Bean and Grain. They are your Dairyland seed dealer. Justin Varner's the guy you want to talk to. Dairyland Seed. Freeland Bean and Grain since 1983, where serving you is their business. We now conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton,